If you wake up bloated, I've got the perfect drink for you. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to make my Banish the Bloat drink, and it's only a couple of ingredients. It's ready in just a few minutes, and it's gonna help tremendously in detoxification, decreasing bloating, and helping to boost your immune system and digestion. So before we dive in, I'm Kate Horning. I'm a chef and nutritionist. I'm the creator of A Healthy Passion, and I'm also insanely passionate about gut health and sharing simple strategies for a healthier, happier gut. So first things first, what you need for this drink. So the first ingredient you need is water, and I like to do some room temperature water or even just slightly warm water. So maybe throw something in the kettle for a couple of minutes and just let it kind of warm up. I find that room temperature water is not only more easily absorbed into your system, but it kind of doesn't shock you in the morning when you first wake up. So I'm a big fan of always room temperature water, if not slightly warm here. Also, it's good for just detoxification, like I said, hydration, so many amazing benefits here. The next ingredient we want to use is apple cider vinegar, and you don't want just any apple cider vinegar for this. You really want to make sure you have something that's high quality. So organic is going to be really important here because you are getting so much out of it that you want to make sure it's really pure. The other thing that you want to focus on, and you can see on mine, I don't know if you can see, but with the mother. And what that means is basically the SCOBY that ferments the apple cider vinegar is called a mother, and that's what creates the probiotics in here. So you want to look for something with the mother because that means it has probiotics. And if you guys aren't familiar, probiotics are so important for gut health. So with the mother, and then the last thing you want to look for on your apple cider vinegar is going to be raw, unpasteurized, and unfiltered. So again, highest quality here because we really want to get the most out of this. And again, the probiotics are really great for digestion, for helping to balance blood sugar, which is really important, and also for satiety. I think a lot of people don't realize that if you drink apple cider vinegar on the stomach first thing in the morning, it really helps to kind of balance out your blood sugar so you're not so like up and down, and that means that you're gonna be less hungry all day long. Okay, so that is the second ingredient. The third ingredient we're gonna be using here is some lemon. And I love, again, lemon has so many health benefits, but I love that it's so amazing for detoxification. So it helps kind of flush everything out first thing in the morning. Lemon's also so good for our immune system. So our gut health helps with our immune system, but adding in lemon, that vitamin C, it gives you that straight boost to your bloodstream, really good for that immune booster. Also, it makes it taste good. I feel like the lemon's like the flavor that we enjoy, where apple cider vinegar, you could give or take. And then the last ingredient is gonna be Celtic salt. And this is something that I love with everything I cook. I always use Celtic salt. It's kind of that like secret ingredient that I always share with people and they just fall in love with. But Celtic salt is a trace mineral rich salt from France. And the great thing about it is that it comes from a live sea, so there's always this fresh mineral sort of going over the salt every day. The other cool thing about it is that it never touches metal. So unlike most of our salts, it never touches metal, so it has a really pure, kind of clean flavor. So try it if you guys haven't seen it. You can buy it really in any grocery store nowadays. I find it's in like the health food section. Typically, I buy like a 5-pound bag on Amazon and it lasts me a couple months and it's perfect. But the reason we're adding the salt to this drink is to help add that extra mineral boost. Because while sodium can cause bloating, the minerals you find in high quality salt actually helps to pull out that sodium and balance it out, so it actually decreases bloating. So kind of weird, you think like sodium causes bloating, but if you buy a high quality trace mineral rich salt like Celtic salt, it's actually going to help to banish the bloat, which is really cool. Okay, so to make this drink, I am going to start, again, of course, first with my water, and I've got a big glass here just because when I add the lemon to this it'll overflow. So this is usually what I start off with every day, and I do this before coffee. So one thing to note is that coffee is very dehydrating, and while I'm not ready to give it up, I love it every morning. I'm a big fan of starting my day with at least 36 ounces of water before coffee. That way I'm nice and hydrated so the coffee doesn't dehydrate me. And fun fact, actually hydration helps prevent bloating. So if you're dehydrated, your body actually stores fluid because it's afraid of getting more dehydrated, so it protects itself by causing bloat. So if you're fully hydrated, helps banish the bloat. So try that tip. Easy, but really impactful on banishing the bloat. And a lot of ladies ask me how much per day, like how much water per day you should drink. And while most people say half your body weight in water or half your body weight in ounces, I'm a big fan of as much water as you can consume. So I really try to strive for at least a half gallon, if not a gallon a day. And you know, again, the more you drink, the better. So really, I always have like a minimum amount, and then from there, I drink as much as I can over that. So in here, I think this was about 20 ounces of water. So that's a good start. Again, if you can get that in before coffee, you're off to a great start. Then the next thing again is that apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna add about a half tablespoon here. If you're new to this, and I need to shake it up next time before I do this, I'll make sure to shake it because you want to get all that goodness on the bottom. But if you're new to this, start small. That's another tip with probiotics. Anytime you're adding in probiotic foods, if you're not used to them, you want to make sure that you really kind of ease into it because it can really like throw off your digestion, and your digestion can kind of freak out and be like, whoa, all this good bacteria, like, I don't know what to do, and it can cause, again, some uncomfortability, some loose stools, things like that. So with probiotics, a little bit goes a long way. Try it out. Feeling good, add more. That's kind of my mindset on that. So a half tablespoon is what I use. You can use up to a tablespoon. Again, really just depends on your taste buds. I like the taste of it. I think it's kind of a funky taste, but it tastes really delicious to me. So I go with it. And then we're gonna add our lemon. So the lemon is gonna be about a half of a lemon. Again, this isn't really like a set in stone recipe. You can kind of make it however you like, but I like lemon, so I'm gonna go for a half. Again, you can go for a full lemon. And you want to make sure to kind of hold your hand underneath so you don't get any seeds in there. That's the last thing you want is to be sipping your drink in the morning and choke on a lemon seed. And again, lemons just have so many amazing benefits. They're really, really good for, like I said, detoxification, finishing that bloat. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's going to go in there. And then the last thing is a pinch of salt. And I'm going to add, I don't know, a small pinch. I don't know how to measure it because you don't want a ton of salt, but you want enough to really give you that mineral boost. So I'll show you guys what I did, but pinch like this. Can you see that? About that much salt is perfect. And then we're just gonna mix it all together. Another thing I like to add, if I have it, which I am out right now, so crazy, is cinnamon. And cinnamon's really good, again, for blood sugar balance. It helps to kind of keep your blood sugar levels in check. And that helps with, again, that up and down. And I find that to tie that back to gut health and digestion, when we eat slowly and we eat in control and we chew our food really well, we're much more likely to digest our food and get the most out of it and really, again, keep that flat belly. And cinnamon and apple cider vinegar really help to control hunger levels. And I think that when we get really hungry, that's when we eat really fast and we get bloated. So maybe not directly tied with bloat, cinnamon is, but in kind of an indirect way, it's a really important ingredient to keep our blood sugar balanced. So another little fun fact there. So I'm gonna stir this up and give it a taste. Honestly, I love it. It's tart, it's lightly salty, but you can't really taste the salt. It's more like a underlying flavor. You can taste that apple cider vinegar, but again, if you don't like it at first, use a little less. You'll get used to it. It's a very acquired taste, but I think it's a little bit sweet, a little bit tart, and delicious. So this is the perfect way to start your day. Again, if you're wanting to have that flat belly first thing in the morning, make this part of your routine. Another reason I love it so much is that it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day, where I feel like when I start my day off right, I'm more likely to make better choices. So this is kind of one of those habits that it takes a couple minutes to do. I spent more time talking about it than I did making it, but it takes just a couple minutes to make, but it really has a big impact in your overall day. So if you guys try this, comment below and let us know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can get all the updates, all the new videos on gut health and how to live your best life. I'll see you all soon.